Hello and welcome to Achieving Financial Wellness. Presenters for this session are Rob Fox, President of CBF Church Benefits, and Keith Anderson, Senior Relationship Manager for Empower Retirement. Now is the time to build a financial plan. This workshop will discuss new financial wellness tools and resources from CBF Church Benefits and Empower Retirement. You'll hear from them for 25 minutes, and then we invite you to join in a live Q&A session to continue the conversation. You'll find all the info you need to join that Zoom conference at the embedded link in the description. You will also find any presenter notes available there as well. We hope you will join in, and we are glad you're here.
Welcome to the Achieving Financial Wellness Workshop hosted by CBF Church Benefits and Empower Retirement. We are glad you are here. My name is Rob Fox, and I serve as president of CBF Church Benefits. And I'm joined today by my colleague and friend, Keith Anderson of Empower Retirement. Keith is a senior relationship manager with Empower Retirement, and he's going to be leading our workshop today. But before Keith begins, I want to take a moment to let you know that CBF Church Benefits and Empower Retirement exist to serve you. CBF Church Benefits, or CBB as we call it, is a ministry of the Cooperative Baptist Fellowship. And for over 20 years, we've been focused on serving ministers, lay employees, and churches with a qualified 403b9 retirement plan, with group life, LTD, and ADD insurance, and other benefit services to assist you in your ministry. Empower Retirement is our premier retirement service provider, and they are transforming the way people are approaching retirement planning. Empower serves as our record keeper, and I am excited to announce to you that CBB has recently launched some new services with Empower to offer real-time advice, financial planning, and financial wellness education opportunities for all our CBB participants. So today's webinar is one of the first in a series of financial wellness education opportunities that we'll be hosting as part of our new financial wellness initiative. I'll be sharing more about that at the end of our workshop. But for now, let me turn it over to Keith Anderson as he leads us on this workshop focused on achieving financial wellness. Keith.
Rob, thank you so much. Thank you for the great introduction. And I'm so happy to be here again today. I'm very excited to talk about our first series, Achieving Financial Wellness. And when we talk about achieving financial wellness, it's something that's a little bit different for everyone. Each of us may have their own picture of retirement, different obstacles to saving and facing kind of your own unique circumstances and challenges. But the goal really is the same for all of us, improving our financial outlook. And when we talk about what financial wellness is and why it matters, financial wellness means different things to different people and is determined by your personal situation, where you are in life, and your financial goals. At Empower, the reason that what we do is to make sure our mission is crystal clear. And our goal simply is to help you replace for life the income you made while working. So as partners, we're here to help do a couple of things. Help you reach your own financial goals, give you a better view of your own financial picture, offer ongoing support and guidance, and then help you plan for the retirement that each individual has imagined. So we talk a lot about financial wellness. You probably see different publications, financial wellness, this and that. But it really means very, really simple three things. Financial wellness means you have money to, number one, support your current lifestyle, no matter what it is. Number two is save for your short-term goals. And then three, put money away for the long term, whether that may be for retirement, college savings for your children or grandchildren, but that's really what financial wellness is all about. The goal really of financial wellness is to lower your overall level of financial stress. No one-size-fits-all definition of financial wellness is out there, but the overall goal, again, is the same for everyone, no matter your age, your salary, your retirement goals, or your spending habits. It's really to lower your level of financial stress. Life's been very stressful lately, especially with the pandemic over the last 16 to 18 months. But we want to make sure that we can use financial wellness for all individuals to help reduce the one biggest cause of stress for many people, and that's simply money. So financial wellness really empowers you to gain control over your day-to-day and monthly finances, to stay on track to meet your goals, handle unexpected expenses, and really just to make sure that it allows you to enjoy life however it is for you as an individual and a family. So there's really 4 steps to financial wellness. Number 1 is really to establish your goals. Number 2, recognize your obstacles. Whatever it is that you plan, something's going to occur in life to kind of get you off track a little bit. The key really is recognizing that and figuring out how do we get back to where we need to be. Number 3 is executing your plan. And then number 4, monitor your progress. And when we talk about monitoring your progress when you put the financial plan together or financial wellness, it's really just making sure you're happy with the decisions that you made and make edits as time goes on. If you're 30 years old and think you're going to do something at 60 or 65, that may change as you get closer to retirement. The next thing you want to do is establish goals. The best part about saving money is choosing what to save for. I mean, establishing goals and setting expectations really are the first steps towards financial wellness. And in this instance, what you really want to look for is, what am I saving for from a short-term standpoint? Is it to go on vacation? I know once the things were lifted and we could travel more, the first thing I did was took my family on a vacation. Other short-term goals might be, fixing or repairing things at home, buying a new car. And then you also want to look at putting money aside for your long-term goals, which are some form of retirement and also college savings. In recognizing obstacles, you need to overcome and keep pushing forward. You have to figure out what that means in creating and following a budget. I know a lot of people hear the word budget and they think, oh, that means I'm not allowed to spend money. But budgeting really simply, truly is figuring out how much am I bringing in as far as income and how much am I spending? And do I have a surplus or a shortage, and kind of figuring out when and where that all goes. So creating a budget will answer the question, where does all my money go? And then that way you can find a balance between the key focus of where you spend your money. And that's your needs, your wants, and your savings. That is executing that plan. If you are spending less than you make, that is awesome. You're on track. Keep monitoring your expenses to stay in the positive flow of cash flow. Make the most of your surplus by saving where you want it to go. Is that creating an emergency fund? Is it paying down debt you may have had in the past? Is it for retirement or long-term planning? If you're breaking even, see if you can make a few adjustments to get yourself into positive territory. Maybe through the process you find that too many trips to Starbucks and for those $6 lattes. If you got a latte one day a week for 5 days, that's $30, $120 a month you could save putting into an emergency fund, saving on something like that. Then if you're spending more than you make, identify that cause of your deficit. Reduce debt. Maybe it's consolidating debt to a lower interest rate. Maybe it's really figuring out I'm spending on something that I really don't need, and see if you can make adjustments. Look for ways to reduce it over time. An easy way to save, I don't know if anybody's heard this before, but even when I was in college, I heard about this way back when, the 52-week savings challenge. If you start out with saving $1 a week and adding $1 each week thereafter, after 52 weeks, you'll have over $1,378 saved, which is a great start to an emergency fund or paying down debt. The key is monitoring your progress. I know there's a lot of us out there that say we're going to start a budget or we're going to start tracking, and then life gets in the way. But if you can really take a little bit of time each month and focus, every debt you pay off adds to more monthly disposable income for you. Now, if you maintain those good spending habits and credit discipline to stay out of future debt, you'll be able to pay off either credit card debt, set up an emergency fund, or save for the future. And that's what's really important. We do also want to point out, we know life happens. And it could be from a couple of different reasons things happen to get you off track. The number one reason people go into debt if they're working is because of these unexpected changes. So whether you have a medical situation where somebody breaks a leg or the refrigerator goes or the hot water heater or they have an accident fender bender that insurance is not going to cover everything, you want to make sure you have a buffer in place, an emergency fund to help you pay off those things so you don't get into credit card debt. So we're talking a lot about an emergency fund. Why would you need it? Well, say you had an unexpected car accident and the car repair was $1,200. If you didn't have enough money to pay for that and you put it on a credit card with an 18% interest rate, you'd be paying over $1,800 over 5 years versus that $1,200, or over 50% just in interest to pay that off. That's why financial advisors will tell you an emergency fund is a very, very important first step for your financial wellness. And looking at emergency fund, how much do financial advisors say you may need? Financial professionals recommend having 3 to 6 months of expenses, in savings to cover those, unplanned expenses that can trip us up from time to time. Taking a shift now after looking at putting money away, reducing debt, putting money away for an emergency fund, you then want to take a longer look at retirement. And financial advisors were always out there saying, how much are you going to need at retirement? Most experts say between 70 and 90% of your pre-retirement annual income to maintain that standard of living that you have today. On the Empower Retirement website, we have a default setting of 75% income replacement, but you can adjust that at any time. You want to take a look at where are all of your income retirement sources coming from. So we all know that we have Social Security projections, where they'll be there 30 years from now, we don't know. But pensions, retirement plans, your 403b, IRAs, things you may have set up in the past. Income from assets. If you have a larger home and you sell that as you approach retirement and buy something smaller or rent, you may have that income. Income from investment earnings and any other sources. Pulling those all together, figuring out how much income you'll be able to draw at retirement will put you at ease to see if you're on pace to retire and live the way you want to. From an Empower standpoint, we just talked about a few steps in creating a budget, looking at financial wellness, but we can really help you get started. If you have a retirement account through Empower, through CBB, you just click on the My Financial Path, which is on the top screen of the Empower homepage, the fourth tab. There you can look at the tools and calculators and get started with this simple budgeting worksheet, look at calculators to help reduce debt, see what your next action steps are to help you from a beginning financial situation. After you've done that quick evaluation and you visit My Financial Path, you're able to get personalized guidance or advice from an Empower consultant. So you can start out by getting investment help, planning for retirement, or maybe you have retirement accounts somewhere else that you would like to consolidate and bring under one retirement umbrella. You can help with that on My Financial Path. But as Rob alluded to earlier today, taking advantage of personalized financial planning through Empower is a great way to find out where you need to go to start, adjust, and finish your retirement plan. And what's very nice about this, there's no additional cost, as Rob said, to you, the participant or member, by utilizing this service. By talking to a financial planner, you'll be able to help get assistance with saving for retirement, investment planning, retirement income, estate planning, and account consolidation. You can call and schedule an appointment right away by calling 833-301-9355 and speak to a licensed financial planner to get started. Or you can schedule a convenient time to have your first initial conversation by going to churchbenefits.org/financial planning and actually scheduling your appointment. A few hours of work getting some information together will cause a lot less stress for you in the long run in being able to start your financial journey and hopefully get to finish it and retire when you want to. And finally, I just want to point out before I turn it back over to Rob, I have to show you a disclosure page that says that all the Empower individuals that you'll be speaking to over the phone are licensed, registered investment advisors, financial planners, but that is not me. So you want to make sure that you call to them to get the answers that you need. And I know a lot of us like to wait to get started, or we'll do that next month or next year. But I want to close with now is a good time. It's an exciting time to get started, to utilize these new services to get you where you need to go on your retirement journey. So I want to take a moment and say thank you for having me today. And I'd love to turn it back over now to you, Rob.
Excellent. Thank you, Keith, for an excellent presentation. We are grateful for this partnership with Empower. And as we close today, I want to thank each of you again for attending. We really want to have these conversations to equip you with financial wellness. So I want to challenge you as we close to two next steps. The first is please take a moment to learn more about our new financial wellness initiative. You can do so by visiting churchbenefits.org/financial wellness. This new initiative will offer you an opportunity to engage some new educational opportunities, webinars, resources, and even some special incentives for completing a financial plan with Empower. And second, and finally, to reiterate what Keith was saying, if you're a participant with CBF Church Benefits, we want to encourage you to create or to revisit your financial plan. This is a service that's free of charge to all CBB participants, and you can schedule the appointment at the number that Keith shared, or you can go to churchbenefits.org/financial planning and schedule your appointment with a CFP online. And we encourage you to do that today. So thank you again for joining us for this workshop. Your benefits are our ministry, and we look forward to continuing the conversation with each of you as you strive to achieve financial wellness. Thank you again for being with us today.
Thank you for joining us for Achieving Financial Wellness. You are now invited to a live Zoom discussion. Please follow the link in the description to join.